kitchen, and I'm excited, you guys. It is July. It is the time when fruits of the forest and of the orchard come alive, and I found something fabulous this weekend. I found this jug at a garage sale for free. Okay, so it doesn't have a top, but I don't care. It's a big old jug, and I tell you what we're going to do with it. I'm going to follow something, put that down carefully. I'm going to follow something that is in the German tradition, probably other countries as well, but in what I'm following is the German tradition, and that is to make what's called a Rumtopf. A Rumtopf means a rum pot, and in this case, this giant thing. The tradition goes like this. So as the fruits of the forest and of the land become ripe over time, through the summer, you put them in a pot and you cover them with rum. I have a giant vat of rum. We're just using some plain white rum here today because that's what I got. You put them in a pot and then you cover them with sugar and rum. You let them sit until the holiday season, Weihnachten, which is Christmas, I suppose other holidays as well. But you let them sit, they macerate for 4, 5, 6 months. All the fruits and all the sugars and all the rums blend together, and then you have a fabulous compote or cocktail or punch or whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm very excited to make this. I have been wanting to do this for a long time and never got started early enough. So I thought I'd make a video. I'd start out early with you guys. This will be part 1, because obviously part 2 won't be done for 5 or 6 months. But I wanted to share it now so that you could get your Rumtopf started now as well. So let me tell you what I got. I got a bunch of different fruits this weekend. They all look fabulous, and which is what inspired me to get going on this. All except the peaches. Peaches, I don't know. Peaches aren't great this year. I do have some, they're already cut up, but they weren't pretty and I didn't want to show them to you. So anyway, I got lots of other nice fruits. All right, you guys, let's get started. Let's make a Rumtopf. Okay, guys, I got a scale here, and we're going to weigh out our big jug here so we know what the weight is. We'll try to just do a tear weight on it, but yeah, it's getting kind of weird here. Well, I suppose turning it on would be good. All right, so we're at 0, and just for the camera, let's find out what this thing weighs. 2451, so we'll just call it 2450. Call it good. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to put our goodies in the jug. There you go. Now you guys can see. All right, so let's start putting our goodies in the jug. Now, the game is here, we're going to put the fruit, and then we're going to weigh it again, and whatever the fruit weight is, we're going to put half the amount of sugar in weight. So let's get our fruit in here first. No particular order. I'm just starting with blackberries. They're just at hand here. It's a little bit of water, no big deal. So there's our blackberries. We got our golden plums from our tree, if you watched the other video. Just a couple of those there. We've got our raspberries. Again, it doesn't matter what order you put these in. And I'm going to put the pineapple last because I don't know how much there is of that. Or maybe second to the last. Okay, our raspberries. Our strawberries. All right, strawberries. Oh, it looks so good, you guys. Okay, you guys, and now I'm only going to put in half of our cherries. We've got a ton of cherries, so let's start with half, just in case, because I've got some other fruits to go in here, and I didn't know this would get quite so full. All right, so there's about half of our cherries. And then what you didn't see is I cut up some peaches offline earlier. They were a mess, so didn't really need to see that. You can see they're a little bit brown, no big deal. All right, let's try about half of our blueberries. Wow, this is getting really full. I'm kind of in shock. All right, about half of our blueberries there. And then I'm gonna put in a couple good handfuls of pineapple. That's the Californian in me. Gotta put all the fruits. All right, so yeah, that's topping us up quite nicely. So we need to pause there. Okay, so I have a lot more fruit than I thought I did, or this jug is not very big. I only think this is maybe a gallon, gallon and a half, but that's fine because it totally looks great. Let me show the camera a little bit here. Whoops. Look at that, you guys. That is very exciting. Exciting and new. All right, so let's give that away and let's find out where we are on that. I don't even know if this scale is going to be able to hold this much. Let's see what happens. Let's see, 58.55. Okay guys, some quick math here. So 28.55 minus 24.50 is 26.05. So according to my calculations on this tiny piece of paper with Spider-Man on the back, we need 1,305 grams of sugar. So 1,300 grams of sugar. So let's weigh that out. All right, we'll get a tare weight here. Tare weight, tare weight. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to do about a quarter of it to brown sugar. We're using white rum, and I love the taste of brown sugar. So let's just start with some brown sugar here. So maybe, 400 grams or so. All right, 300, maybe a little bit more. There we go, about 3.5. And now I just have some plain white sugar. I thought about getting organic and turbinado and blah, 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 blah. But, it doesn't really matter in this. So, all right. 1,300. That's a lot of sugar. Gonna be a, whew. All right, let's do 900 in here. 9, close enough. All right, close enough. All right. 1,300 grams of sugar. Got our jug back here again. All right, so let's put our sugar in. You guys can see that all right, I think. All right, so we might have to do this in 2 shifts. Put the sugar in. Oh, it's filtering quite nicely in. All right. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Since we're just gonna fill this up now with rum, I'm just going to put enough rum just to melt the sugar down. Just a little bit of rum. Let's try to pour some more of this in. I feel like I'm making a mess. A little more rum. Wash it down. All right, washing it down. I think we need to make a little pocket. There we go. Create a little erosion. Rum in your tum. Okay, now I'm feeling like we need to get these big brown chunks in here first. I'll just smush it down a little bit. Don't worry, it'll dissolve eventually. What they say, add the big aggregate first, and then you can add the little stuff on top. All right. Brown sugar always gets chunky. Now, it's very American to use brown sugar. I know, but you know what? I love the taste of brown sugar. Now, a little more erosion. All the Germans can cringe now. It's all right. All right, look, we're getting all our 1,300 grams in there. Because remember why? Because it's half the weight of the fruit, which was 2,600. All right, I'm gonna rinse out the bowl here. Whew, I tell you what, it smells extra rummy in here. Now, we're gonna need to squish this down a little bit because we're supposed to have at least 2 centimeters, according to everything I read, 2 centimeters of top space for rum. And since we are kind of full here, we're going to need that to mush down a little bit. All right, just rinsing our spoon. Oh, it's looking good, you guys. Make a space. There you go. All right, let me rinse off our spoon. Make sure we get it all. And now look at that. Chugging it. Chugging. Oh, we might use this whole rum. I'm kind of amazed. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. All right, let's let it filter down a little bit. Looks really cool, you guys. A little bit more rum. All right, now I'm trying to get all the air spaces out because we don't want air. We don't want this to rot. We want it to macerate. There we go. All right, I think we are almost there. Okay, I'm going to clean off the top of this. We don't want any sugar, sticky ant. We don't want any ants. That looks amazing. Look at that, make sure our spout is tight. All right, guys, I think one more thing of rum just to top it off here. 2 centimeters deep. We'll put it about there. All right, we've done it. Woohoo! Check that out. That is really cool. All right, you guys, look at that. Who is making a Rumtopf today? We all are. All right, I think it looks pretty darn good, so let's get some plastic wrap on there. Are you following me on Instagram? Because you could be seeing this on Instagram right now. Follow me on Instagram. Okay, guys, I'm going to get some plastic wrap here. Everybody's favorite kitchen tool. And I'm going to make it double thick. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one over. I'm going to stretch it out like so. And then I'm going to fold it like so. So there we go. We've got a double wrap. Try to get the air out. There we go. Put that down. Nice. I don't know about you, but I always have a kitchen twine. So let's get some twine out here. Okay, guys, here's our string. We got one around there, one more around there, one more around each, and we'll tie it like an apron in the back, just with a little tightening and a bow, and a little bow. And I'll scooch it around the front, I think, maybe. Nope, just leave it like that. All right, there we go. Check it out. Cinched, ready to go. All right, you guys, there is our Rumtopf. It is good, it is secure, it has nice strings, it has a plastic top, it has 2 centimeters of rum, it has sugar. We're gonna set this aside and we're going to let this sit until probably maybe Thanksgiving. Since I'm not gonna be here at Christmas, I think we're gonna do it at Thanksgiving. And yeah, so there we go. All right, let me show you some other views. All right, here is the glamour that is our Rumtopf. It's not very sexy yet, but in a couple months, that is going to turn into goodness. Oh, goodness. All right, Bacardi, if you're watching, you know who your customer is. Rumtopf. Rumtopf, looking good. Sitting pretty on the counter. Okay, we did it. Let me see if I can show it to you. Look at this beautiful thing we made. I'm so excited. Yeah, 5 months from now, this is going to be amazing. Giant Rumtopf. Okay, let's put that down because it's kind of heavy. It's like 5-6 kilos. So, all right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this Rumtopf. I know this is only part one. I know you want to see the moment you've been waiting for, but that has to wait because nature has to take over. It has to do its thing for a couple months. I know the sugar doesn't look dissolved. It will, trust me. And in a week or so, I'll give it a stir to make sure the sugar gets mixed up and all the good fruits and stuff like that. I keep looking down at it because it's like my baby. All right, you guys. I hope you endured. I hope you endured watching this. I'm Robert Jones. This is Eudaemonius Mark II. Hey, did you guys know I have merch? Check down below. Look on the Etsy link. You can find t-shirts. What? Yes, and they're super nice. They're like this. They're super nice and thick, and they come in big boy sizes. I think I have all the way up to 5X because I have big boys watching this, and big boys need love too. So, and yes, ladies, there's even some ladies sizes all the way down. I got lots of smalls, I got lots of mediums, but yes, I do. They come in black, they come in red, and they come all the way up to big boy sizes. So, all right, you guys, I'm Robert Jones. This is Eudaemonius Mark II. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, give it a share, give it a thumbs up, and of course hit the bell so you know when I come back for more because I'm so damn infrequent. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Ta-da! Okay, guys, so I was just about to edit this video, and I thought I would pop in and give you guys a little update. So here is about 2.5 weeks of our Rumtopf been sitting and looking good. I have not stirred it. You'll see there's a little layer of sugar there. No problem. That'll get stirred in eventually. I just wanted to give it the maximum amount of time to macerate and look good. You'll also notice that the rum has considerably darkened up here. Strawberries have gotten lighter. This has gotten darker. A little bit of stuff floating. You'll notice the string is different. It's because I opened it, gave it a little bit of a tap down to get the air out. I'm trying to get the air bubbles out so nothing rots, just ferments or macerates nicely. So I just wanted to give you a little update. So we'll see this in November. Oh, get your Rumtopf going.